Imagine World War I, 100 years ago. Think of the images you have of it in your head. They're probably black and white. World War I was fought before colour. But that changes incredibly at Wellington's Historic Dominion Museum in an exhibition that opens tomorrow called The Great War, designed by that guy, Peter Jackson. This afternoon, he gave us an exclusive one-on-one tour.
What my aim is that some of these things are so potent and yet they're relatively unknown stories. So what I thought, well, let's make it as easy as possible to give people an overview of the First World War. Let's make it simple. You can just spend half an hour walking through something like this, and you hopefully will come out of it understanding a lot of the story of the war.
So Peter, where are we here?
We are in a little village in Belgium or France, and this is July 1914. And what nobody realises, and literally no one in the world knows, that they are only 2 or 3 weeks away from the most cataclysmic war that they're ever going to experience. No one saw it coming.
Yes, the recruitment office. And actually, in the context of what you're telling us, that guy on the left, I have sort of ambivalent feelings about him, because he's sending young Will here potentially off to his death, isn't he?
He is, but in 1914, young Will is probably underage. He's probably lying about his age. He's probably desperate to get in the army. He's probably a working class lad who sees this as being an opportunity to travel. Right now, it is the most exciting thing, and everybody wants to be part of it. They don't want to be left out.
So, the recruitment office through into
1914, and the world is at war, and this is what we really wanted to. You have young men everywhere saying goodbye to their mums. This is a chance to show that there are young men from every country. Forget trenches and barbed wire and everything we think. They were expecting a war in green European fields, a big push-shove war that would eventually be over in 2 or 3 months. But what they hadn't realised is if you're in an open field, doing that, and you have technology that's basically a machine gun that can fire 250 rounds, 600 rounds a minute. You try to do that, and they hadn't accommodated machine guns into their thinking of what a modern war might be like.
And how many boys, young men, would have died running towards one of those? Hundreds of thousands?
I just don't know. I don't know. Horrific. The most casualties in the war were from machine guns, from shrapnel fire, artillery shrapnel fire. It wasn't from fighting and bayonets and everything else. It was from these. And that's what I often think about. It's like you just hear about them trying to recruit. We need another 500,000. We've lost so many people in the Somme. We need to conscript another 750,000 people in as fast as we can. It's just fodder. It's just like suddenly humanity and the value of human life has no importance anymore. You become like a poker chip in the game.
One of the striking things for me about this is it's in colour. It's all in colour. And if I think about World War I and try and imagine it and remember the images I've seen, they're always black and white.
Yes.
And so this was a very deliberate move to make it seem
black
like...
and white's banned. We banned black and white. I just thought black and white was not the world that they fought in. They fought in a world of colour. There's some good examples of our colour photos up there, actually.
I love this photo here.
That's a Kiwi. That's some Kiwi troops. That's a Maori guy, isn't it? Buying.
It's beautiful.
He's buying a few buns off the French girl to supplement the diet, which would have been pretty horrible. I can't blame him.
I love this. Because when we think Māori battalion, we always think World War II, but this is the Māori Pioneer Battalion.
Yeah.
And look at him. He is.
Yeah. He knows what his job is.
Yep. It's a great photo.
What I like about these is that in colour you recognise the guys.
That's right. You know him, don't you?
Yeah, you know him. You know all these guys, and you suddenly realise, well, hey, 100 years sort of it completely evaporates. What I want to try to do is just to make people, come away thinking I never knew that. If you can just have enough, I never knew that. as people walk out, then they'll have retained it, and they may want to come back.
And this is August 1918.
Getting towards the end now.
And they know they're getting towards the end, obviously.
Yeah, they know they're towards the end.
So far, they've advanced so far.
You can almost sense that weight beginning to lift off their shoulders a bit. I mean, the photo does. Normally in a book you'd look at that, glance at it, and turn the page, but you can these things come to life.
The New Zealanders, those young men. Amazing exhibition. I really recommend it. Peter Jackson, edited in no time at all by Sarah Ryan. We only shot it in Wellington this afternoon. Last year.